Good morning, everyone. Today our topic is grand multipara. Grand multipara. Basically, we all know already. We are studying obstetrics, but this is a short note point of view and important question. Viva point of view. What do you mean by grand multipara? A grand multipara is a pregnant female, a pregnant mother who has got previous four or more viable births मीन्स अ प्रेग्नेंट मदर जिसके ऑलरेडी 4 से ज़्यादा बच्चे 4 या 4 से ज़्यादा लाइव है ना बच्चे हैं एट प्रेजेंट सच फीमेल इज कॉल्ड एज ग्रैंड मल्टीपैरा अ फीमेल विथ 4 or more viable birth is pregnant, then she is called as grand multipara. Means multiple pregnancies, four or more times she is getting pregnant and she is giving birth and viable birth is there. Now she is pregnant again. Then such females are grand multipara. So definition is very important. A grand multipara means pregnant mother who has already got previous four or more viable, live birth. Viable means live births. So she is called as grand multipara. So nowadays the incidence in some society it has been decreased because of the acceptance of small family norms and but in there might be it is not all over means in balance it is not there in the society. The complications, first of all we have to see what are the complications for this condition for such females, grand multipara, what might they might suffer during pregnancy. So during pregnancy, there are chances of abortion. So spontaneous abortion might be there because of multiple times the pregnancy is there. So os might be so much soft and pliable. It might open very earlier and chances of abortion is there. Induced abortion, chances of induced abortion might be there. The female may be getting burden of the pregnancy psychologically. She is having gross impact of such pregnancy and she might induce the abortion. Again, in such criminal abortion cases are might be there. Inherited obstetric hazards like basically malpresentation is common because of the uh, abdomen is pendulous. The tone of the abdominal muscle is not properly maintained because of the multiple pregnancies and deliveries. So malpresentation is common. Again, pregnancy related lordosis is much more, and that might be the obstetric hazard she might suffer. She might be present with because of the multiple pregnancies and deliveries. Again, placenta previa. Placenta previa is also common in grand multipara, multiple pregnancy cases. Means patient with having history of multiple pregnancies. Then she might be suffer from this placenta previa. Medical disorders such as anemia that we can see it is very common in our society, like HB percent is almost 10. So iron deficiency anemia is common. Iron deficiency anemia in pregnancy is also common. So iron supplementation is very important whenever patient is having multiple times pregnancy. So there are much more chances of this iron deficiency anemia if at all she is not taking the nutrition properly. Again, hypertension with eclampsia, pregnancy induced hypertension she might suffer from, or she is having already hypertension in previous pregnancy and currently if at all she is having pregnancy, then that is having impact on the current pregnancy also and its output also. Again, if at all, one of the complications for this pregnancy, the female generally suffers from piles and varicose veins. So, if at all she's having pregnancy for so many times, multiple times, then there are exaggeration in this piles condition. So, bleeding might be there, and again, supervein anemia will be there. If at all varicose vein exists or hiatus hernia is there, then that is one of the morbidity and physical stress on the female. Again, Chances of prematurity is much more because of the tissues that are many times they are getting softer and softer as per advancing pregnancies and multiple time pregnancies. So chances of prematurity is there. Labor, during labor, what might be the complication? So cord prolapse because of the malpresentation, as we had already seen. Malpresentation is there because of the pendulous abdomen and tone of the abdominal muscle has been lost because of the multiple time pregnancy. So the chances of cord prolapse because of malpresentation is there. And again, head is not getting engaged. It is generally it is not getting engaged in multis. In primary, it is engaged before this labor, onset of labor. But in multis, up to the onset of the labor, it is not getting, just at the time of the labor, it gets engaged. And if at all it is not getting engaged at the time of onset of labor, then there are chances of prolapse of the cord, umbilical cord. Cephalopelvic disproportion because of the size of the fetus is increased, and secondly, the contracted pelvis, secondary contracted pelvis because of the malnutrition. Contracted cephalopelvic disproportion may be contracted pelvis is basically because of the secondary disease. You know, this is secondary. As the nutrition is not proper, if at all she is taking multiple times pregnancy, again lactation, so her health is always is suffering, and if at all she is not taking nutrition properly, then she will suffer from this secondary contracted pelvis and cephalotic pelvis. This proportion will be there, and again, this pregnancy is also will be one of the burden on the health of the female. Again, there will be a history of obstructed labor. Obstructed again because of the malposition, malpresentation, and CPD. Obstructed labor will be there. Rupture uterus. Rupture uterus is basically whenever, if at all, any elderly female multiple times she is getting pregnant. So the tissues are so much in means they are liable to getting destroyed, and there will be chances of rupture uterus. And if at all it is not detected properly on time, and if at all it occurs during labor, and if at all not detected, then there are chances of mortality is much more. And if at all left uncare, then the fetal outcome is also bad, and the maternal outcome is also bad. Next is PPH. Our tonicity of uterus is much more common in these multiparas, means grand multiparas, basically because of the repeatedly the uterine muscles are going under this contraction and relaxation. So there might be a tonicity, and the placenta is generally adherent. So adherent means because of the softness of the tissues, it will go in much more inside in later pregnancies. So there are chances of PPH. Shock is because of the hemorrhage. So hemorrhagic shock, chances of hemorrhagic shock is much more whenever, if at all undiagnosed rupture of the uterus is there, then there are chances of hemorrhagic shock again there. If at all patient is having severe anemia or anemia also, and if at all she is getting hemorrhage, then she will end up in critical case. And basically operative interference is must in such multipara, means in such cases of grand multipara. Operative interference means basically a cesarean has to be done. Then in puparium, what might be she may suffer from, as we all know, puperal sepsis in grand multipara is common, as the os is very pendulous and the infection may travel upwards, and she may get puperal sepsis. Again, during labor also she is having so many hazards like PPH, we had already seen. Subinvolution of uterus is common because of the repeated pregnancy. The uterus will not get its original size as before the first pregnancy. It is very difficult for the uterus to go its original size because of the multiple times pregnancy. So one of the complication is subinvolution, and lactation failure. Lactation failure is also there because of the this multiple times pregnancy. management basically during pregnancy proper antenatal care has to be given, and such cases are high risk pregnancy, so they are to be looked for. And basically life of the mother is really important, and again hospital delivery has to be ensured, and if at all necessary, then operative interference has to be done to save the life of the mother and the baby. During labor, pelvic assessment has to be done to rule out the secondary contractile pelvis, and position and presentation. If at all mal position should not be there and mal presentation should not be there, it has to be looked for. It has to be checked for during labor. But all delay is there in the labor, or the labor is prolonged. Prolonged labor is also there generally in multis, so it has to be looked for, and operative interference has to be done, like cesarean section has to be done, and prophylactic measures against PPH, postpartum hemorrhage, has to be given, and proper puerperal care. One has to say like antibiotic administration and proper hygienic measures has to be taken, and counseling has to be done for the contraception. Family planning and contraception counseling is very, very, very important in such grand multi-paras. So this is about the topic, and this is important for Viva point of view. Hope you have understood the topic. If at all you are having any query, please mention in the comment box. I'll try to solve it. Thank you. Thank you very much.